I don't remember the exact moment when he attached himself to me. All I know is he's there when I wake up, and he's still there when I close my eyes. Most people start their mornings with sunlight or an alarm clock. I start mine with a weight, a pressure across my shoulders, sinking down like someone draping themselves over me. Not hugging, not helping, just clinging. When I sit up, I can feel the shift behind me, as if something is sliding into place. Sometimes I swear the mattress dips, like someone's balancing themselves, trying not to fall off. I used to turn around, now I don't. It's easier not to look, but I feel him. Always. I feel him when I brush my teeth, when the air grows cold behind my neck without warning. I feel him walking behind me on the way to school, every step dragging slightly, echoing mine like he's learning to walk again. And at night I feel his breath right against my ear. Not warm, not human, just a whisper of air that shouldn't exist anymore. I keep telling myself he's not real, but I know better, because he used to be real. He used to be someone I loved. Maybe that's why he found his way back. We weren't perfect. Anyone looking in from the outside would have said we were a mess. Too intense, too emotional, too ready to hurt each other without meaning to. But when things were good, they were unbelievably good. He could make me laugh until my stomach hurt. He'd hold my hand so gently it made my chest ache. He made me feel chosen, special, like the entire world narrowed down to just the two of us. Until it didn't. Until he started pulling away, little by little. Until the small arguments became long silences. Until every mistake I made felt like a reason for him to shut me out. I kept telling myself it was normal, that couples fight, that it was just a phase. But the night he ended it, I learned the truth. It wasn't a phase. It was a goodbye. He didn't ease into it. He didn't try to soften the blow. He just said he was done, that everything between us had become too much. And then he walked out of his own house and left me sitting on the floor where he'd been pacing only minutes before. I cried into one of his pillows. I cried until my chest hurt. And when I couldn't cry anymore, something inside me snapped and twisted into something else. Something sharper. That's when I called my friends. I told them everything I'd been holding back. Every moment that made me feel small. Every cruel thing he'd ever said when he was angry. And every time he treated my heart like something he could drop and expect me to pick up again. My friends were furious, and I let their anger mix with mine until the two were impossible to separate. What happened next? I don't talk about, not in detail, not even to myself. All I'll say is that things spun out of control, faster than any of us expected, faster than any of us could stop. I remember fear. I remember shouting. I remember trying to pull everything back, to undo it, but it was already too late. And afterward, when everything went silent, I ran. I told myself I'd move on, that people make mistakes, that guilt fades. It doesn't, because guilt finds you. The first night I felt him was subtle, just a shift in the air, like someone standing too close. The second night, I woke up with the unmistakable sensation of someone leaning over me, their head brushing against mine. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. All I could hear was a faint, strained sound, like someone trying to speak through a closed throat. By the end of the week, he wasn't leaving, and he wasn't just following me. He was attached to me. The weight on my back grew heavier, like he was slowly settling into place, like he'd finally found a home in the very spot where my regret lives. I've tried everything, talking to him, ignoring him, apologizing in whispers when the room is dark enough that I can pretend it's just me. But whenever I think he might leave, he presses down harder, as if reminding me, I'm still here. The worst moments are the mirrors. Sometimes I catch something behind me, not a figure, not fully, just an outline, a shadow where no shadow should be, leaning into mine as though we share the same spine. Sometimes I see the tilt of a head resting on my shoulder, and once, only once, I saw something that looked like an arm reaching around me, fingers almost brushing my collarbone before the reflection swallowed it. That's when I knew he wasn't just haunting me. He was waiting, Waiting for what? I don't know. Forgiveness? Confession? Retribution? Maybe he wants me to admit that I wasn't just a bystander. That I let my pain speak louder than reason. That I didn't stop what I should have stopped. And maybe he wants me to understand what it feels like to carry someone the way I carried him that night. Heavy, unavoidable, permanent. So that's why I walk a little slower now. Why I keep my head down. Why my shoulders slump forward like I'm dragging something no one else can see. Because I am. He's there. Every hour, every breath, every step. A weight made of memory and mistake. And love that twisted into something unrecognizable. He isn't leaving. Not tonight. Not tomorrow. Maybe not ever. And the truth is, I'm starting to think that maybe I deserve to carry him. Because he isn't just a haunting. He's the past I tried to bury.